Hey guys, it's your girl Alicia K Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to The Flash. We are now on episode 12, which is called A Girl Named Sue. Last week was very interesting for The Flash. It was the Valentine's Day episode, lots of schmoopy wonderfulness, and it featured a couple of recurring guest stars that have been fan favorites. As I said, I'm kind of having a bit of fun with this mirrored Iris in the sense of she is a badass. She is doing a lot of things that old Iris hasn't done thus far, but obviously I don't like the idea of my OTP getting corrupted by this not real version of Iris. So hopefully we'll get to the bottom of that quickly. We'll find out in this particular episode, hopefully, maybe. But this one is called A Girl Named Sue. I'm not sure what that means, but my guess is that we're going to focus more on this pod Iris and the group trying to figure out what's really going on with her. Before, guys, if this is your first time here, go ahead and click that subscribe button because I know you're going to want some more content. I do react to The Flash every single week. I try to get it on time. Sometimes I don't always keep up, but I try my best. But yes, please, and if you're returning and you haven't hit that subscribe button, seriously, come on, you keep coming back. Go ahead, click subscribe, join the fam. You know we love having you here. All right, without further ado, let's get into this episode called A Girl Named Sue. Let's go. You know, I'm really liking that the show's like skipping the recaps now. Aww. Aww.
Are you real? No, of course you're not.
Who's this? Oh, is this his wife?
Wait, I know you.
Eve?
I know your husband, Joseph Carver. You founded McCulloch Technologies. You're Eva McCulloch. But you're supposed to be dead.
Am I?
Not dead. Just
Trapped.
trapped.
So wait, if she's in there,
So are you.
does that mean that evil Eva's out there?
Iris LaSalle, I'm a reporter for the CC Citizen. Never heard of it? Not that it matters.
Ouch.
Two sides. One, our world. The other is just a
The Upside Down.
fiction.
Sorry, wrong show.
I was in my office the night Harrison Wells' dream went up in smoke.
Oh. Damn, that particle accelerator just messed up a whole lot of lives.
You're getting out of here. I've tried. For 6 years, I've been in my own personal hell. Eva, I have to go.
She's like, you need to get it together, girl.
I thought I was gonna die here alone.
Well, you still will if you don't help us get out, because I'm getting out.
So, dear Bonnie, day 2.
Hey, Ralph! I actually missed him. Weird.
See? Told you. Only partner I need is this guy.
And soap.
See you.
And water. And a loofah.
Oh, wow, something definitely just died in here. Yeah, I think I am getting really close to taking this son of a bitch down.
Woo! Saucy Iris!
This is weird.
It's still in the Star Archives, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want the gun?
Get it for you?
No!
Have fun.
Okay.
Oh, you got the cheek. She's ticked. I'm mad because I half like this Iris. Not the way she treats Barry, but all the other stuff is so baller.
You done?
No, I'm most certainly not done. Why is your ex sending you explosive candy grams?
You can buy those?
Then what's your plan to get out of this?
Run forever? Duh.
Forever.
If I can get damning evidence on what he's doing, he goes to jail.
Sweetie, someone who's that deep in arms dealing, jail's not gonna protect you.
Please. This is how it all starts, don't you understand? You sit here and you think everything's gonna work out. You can't. I'm having a really bad hair day.
I know, sweetie. Hey, it's the little things.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. Hey, you got a second?
No.
What's up, Captain? I never get told.
Oh, it's so cute.
Listen, there was I mean, what am I looking for? Whatever you find. No, I mean, I've got a mountain of cases I need to go through. Ones that haven't been solved.
What aren't you saying, Joe?
Stay in the car, please.
She's not staying in the car. She also knows this target way better than you do, Ralph, so maybe bringing her with you would be smart.
My parents sent me to Kyoto for a summer, trained with a blind sensei.
Lies.
Everything I know.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I trained with a guy named Frank at a YMCA.
I was about to say, it's not that hard to take self-defense lessons these days.
I just met you. But you didn't say my keister. parts.
He said keister.
Oh my God, Ralph, you found her.
Oh my God, baby Jenna!
Listen, we're kind of in the middle of something.
I'm trying to flirt. Outfit, slang, like to know that all versions of Iris are always absolute fashion divas. Know that.
I'm gonna take the inventory, so I gotta do that. Sucks. That's a lie.
Why the hell are you here?
You know, maybe I should start living in the present.
So should we all. But it's difficult for you.
Oh my God, sir, can you not? Great. Harrison probably would have known that was weird if he wasn't so distracted by crazy dead wells. Or maybe not dead wells. I'm so confused. Is this his consciousness? His conscience? Hello, man stiffly walking in a suit. You're the worst patrol ever. Never mind, you might actually be a halfway decent security officer. Time for Ralph to expose his powers.
Don't go.
The sound effects are still gross. Shh! Ma'am!
I was brutally experimented on by a covert organization for years. They forced me to consume rubber-based polymer compounds.
Serious?
I love it! No.
What's that like?
It's like any other job you love. It's
Why do we even have names and aliases in the Flash anymore? I mean, everybody knows within like an episode now.
I feel like our only chance is... No, it's too crazy.
Come on, share your thoughts with the class.
Why do I think she's working with this guy?
What if...
She's totally working with John, or whatever his name is.
So if this is the only chance I have to see my parents again, I have to take it.
This manipulation.
To being a hero. It's about helping innocent people. I'm not gonna let you do this alone.
Okay, Ralph, then why the heck did you even say... Okay.
I'm starting to think that somebody here in CCPD is helping him cover this up. You think there's a more here?
Spicy. I like that Joe's getting his own spicy storyline.
I am sick and tired of people telling me that everything is going to be all right, because it isn't. It's never going to be all right.
Oh, she controls it. Ah. You're the mirror mistress. Yeah, see, I've always had a problem with this shifting thing of Ralph's, because how does his body stretching change his melanin? I don't get it.
Gee, your childhood sounds just...
Awfully privileged.
I didn't say, how could you be so lost?
No,
You're in a safe. Can you please do the thing and get out?
Good one.
So, you're saying there's hope for me?
There is from what I'm saying.
I'm saying we need to hurry up and rob this damn safe if we get out, because we technically are committing a crime right now. But okay.
So,
Imagine it's just a fluffy toy.
Mario Kart.
Idiot. Oh, Ralphie.
For what? Just to sell the story of sympathetic socialite running for her life?
Clearly worked.
I say what I want. And I take it.
Good girl.
So you keep your mouth shut about who I am.
Or,
I keep mine shut about who you are.
there you go. See, Ralph? That's truly disgusting. You really should let her ass get shot. Just one buckshot. Yay! Roaster! Really? We're doing fisticuffs in the bank? Why is there no alarms going off? What is happening? Just stay down, Ralph. You're really not contributing anything to this situation. Chicken teleport?
Couldn't stop her. Don't worry, we'll get her. Promise. I wasn't talking about ultraviolet.
I was talking about me listening to my penis instead of my brain.
I'm supposed to be a master detective.
Ralph, we've all
Swen.
people who have
So
been
cute.
trained. God knows that.
It's gonna take a while to get over this one.
As it should. And he should learn something.
But if you can use this in your investigation.
She's gonna go back and try to destroy the mirror.
People trust the world.
I trust you.
I do trust you.
Oh, it's what's killing you right now, Barry. Sucks so much. Please, we don't have time to be fascinated by this right now. Let's go. We can't have my girl trapped in here no more. I can't take this. What it's doing to Barry's killing me. Nice. Now. Door. Window. Oh my God, their connection's so strong he can sense her. I can't. And that's why he's hurting. Friend or foe? All right. Well, I kind of figured that it had to do something to do with Black Hole. That's why Ultraviolet showed up, because why else? Like, it's not like McCulloch needs a diamond, right? They could steal another one. It's not that big a deal. Okay, guys, that was the latest episode, which was called A Girl Named Sue, and that was a little fun. That was fun in the whole caper slash spy slash kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say 007 because it's not quite that deep, but it reminds me a lot of the episode we had last season with Barry and Ralph when they were going after Goldface and his operation. When it comes to Ralph, it seems like the show really likes to go down this road of espionage, wannabe spy stuff, and it's 50-50 for me because I think it's good in a sense that they are trying to establish like an identity for Ralph, because, you know, he really did kind of get shoehorned into season 4 and then kind of dropped. This was kind of always a problem with The Flash, and that, you know, bringing him in as a character. And when I was reacting to season 4, I brought up the fact that I felt like they were making the cast a little bit full with adding Ralph to the permanent roster, especially when there was still Cisco, who was still not getting a lot of development, and stuff that was happening with Killer Frost to a degree and all that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, he was a casualty of being brought on as a series regular, but then it was like, okay, but now what do we do with him? They brought him back, and I kind of like that he kind of had his own canned episode, and I think a lot of this, of course, is also in lieu of Cisco being off researching and finding himself. I just feel like if you're gonna have the cast this big, you should find a way to organically have them all have development and storylines and things that matter to them without having to send one off to Tibet, you know, for a long period of time. But I guess the show's trying to work all of that out. I know that they've been through a lot of changes in the last few years as far as showrunners and writers. So I think that unfortunately that ripple effect is coming through in how they're handling some of this. All the same, it was still fun to see Ralph kind of have his own thing, as I said before, that is more in his own wheelhouse of being a detective and wanting to explore that side of his personality. Bringing in who, maybe I'm wrong, but is she supposed to be like a version of Catwoman? Because I'm looking at her outfit now, the one that she changed into, and I'm thinking she's supposed to be a version of Catwoman. And I can't remember what Catwoman's name was, her real name was in the comics, but thief, super smart, privileged background, sounds a lot like the Catwoman. But yeah, I kind of figured out pretty quickly after about the third scene or so with her, I was like, yeah, no, she's definitely not being straight with Ralph. So that was a nice little twist with her actually being the burglar and actually playing her own game on her own terms. But I'm still not sure if she's good or bad at this point. It looks like she might be after Black Hole as well, but I'm not sure why, if that's the case, or if she's just, I don't know, just looking for adventure. We haven't really figured out. They didn't give us a full picture of what her angle is. We just know that she's highly educated, highly trained, and she sounds like she got bored with her regular life, and this is her new side project, is doing dangerous stuff for fun. But there was two things that really messed Ralph over in this, and one of them was, yes, that he was a little bit too trusting, and the good nature ability of him of thinking that, oh, you know, this is just a, you know, this is this poor victim, so I've just got to like trust everything she says. But I also think he got caught up in what she even brought out, the chivalrous, slightly misogynistic viewpoint that he had. The fact that he didn't think that she could be possibly capable or self-sufficient or even dangerous just because she was a woman is honestly the major reasons why some of her behavior did not send up red flags like it did for me and for a lot of other people who are probably watching. So it's something that I'm hoping maybe the show will address, because they seem to be getting better at addressing certain things. But I think it'd be great if they had it, you know, Ralph address the fact that his kind of old world timey wimey viewpoint that, women are always the ones who need rescuing and protecting is, first of all, outdated. And second of all, going to be a detriment to him, really, because there are a lot of baddies. And yes, we saw the girl on girl fight with Ultraviolet, and I don't know how much of that served to just be maybe for Ralph to see that, hey, these are two chicks that are honestly capable of kicking my butt right now. Look, if I didn't have my superpowers, they would totally own me right now. Or if it was just, again, the show just gratuitously showing two chicks fighting, which, hey, you know what? Why not? It's nice to have a scene where it's not just, the same old dude violence, but the fact that both of them were in skin tight outfits is like, okay, all right. On to Iris and being trapped in this mirror dimension. So I was thinking last week that potentially the dimension that Iris was in was the same as the Mirror Master. Was that the name of him? The same villain that they dealt with 2 seasons ago. I was like, oh my gosh, maybe it's the same dimension and like Iris can travel to any mirror and whatever, but it's not. We found out actually that Eva was in there, which is what I thought. I don't know why in my head I thought that Eva was evil Iris, because I wasn't sure how this whole mirror mistress thing worked, but it's not. Apparently this is a side effect of, it sounds like, Eva's power. And unfortunately, Eva being trapped in this world for this last 6 years, she doesn't understand exactly how the meta thing works. Because I think if she did, she would have figured out, or at least tried the idea that, hey, maybe since I flew through this mirror at the same time as all that dark matter, me and the mirror are potentially linked, right? And because she's been in the mirror dimension, I don't think she's really used her powers, any reason to use her powers until now. So, but I think next episode, sadly, is going to be like Iris' therapy session where she's going to have to explain to her, like she said, that, even if you can't have your old life back, you can start a new one. But I feel like it's going to go all sour because her husband is still crazy and she probably is still in love with that man, and he's probably just going to try to control her crazy meta powers. But that's for another day. Hopefully it'll happen in the next episode. I really thought we'd get Iris out in this episode, so I'm kind of sad. But at the same time, as I said, I hate what it's doing to Barry and Iris's relationship, because I love that in this episode we're focusing a lot more on how Barry is picking up on the subtle things. Like his gut is telling him, even though like his mind is trying to rationalize it, which obviously he should, because it looks exactly like Iris and sounds like Iris, his gut, deep down, that connection between them, that West Allen connection, y'all, it's too strong. He's just like, nah, he doesn't know why. He can't put his finger on it. He couldn't explain to Joe, but he's just like, something is telling me not to fully trust her, and I don't know what it is. And I can only imagine the war that's causing in poor Barry's brain to be like, I love this woman and I trust her with my life, and yet right now everything in me is telling me not to trust her. And that's such a real thing in life, folks. Just as a side note, we as humans, we feel and deal with so many things on a non-cerebral level. Like there's so many things that are actually on a subliminal level that we experience all the time that we dismiss with our logical mind because people tell us we're being ridiculous. But honestly, we call it gut feelings, we call it sixth sense, whatever you want to call it, intuition. The point is, we can usually pick up on vibes that are completely not about the mind or what people are saying. It's just something that tells us intrinsically on a chemical level that something is off. But yeah, in this case, that's what Barry's feeling, but he doesn't realize it. And I love that they're showing that it's having other effects on him. I saw on Twitter, someone mentioned the fact that maybe Barry, like showing signs, we notice he's showing signs of fatigue from using his powers. He never usually gets that, right? Usually he has a snack and he's good to go. But we've seen him talking about being sore. We saw him having a stitch when he was running around last episode. So someone said that maybe the fact that Barry and Iris are so close together and that Iris is his lightning rod, the fact that she's been separated or severed from this world might actually be having a real world physical effect on Barry. And I'm like, I love that. If the show's doing that angle, I am absolutely down for it, because hello, West Allen for life, right? Those two are meant to be. They are literally symbiotic at this point, almost, as far as how close they are and how much they mean to each other. If Iris is not in Barry's world, Barry will never be right. He'll never be centered. She is his lightning rod. And I love that scene at the end where he's sitting in the living room and Iris is there looking at him and he just stops and looks at the mirror. I love that. I love that the writers are just pounding it home for all the antis and all the haters that West Allen for life, y'all. Barry is intensely, madly, crazily, irrevocably, senselessly, crazily, and happily in love with Iris West, and he always will be. There's nothing that's going to change that. So yeah, that's basically what we got this episode. Oh, outside of course, Mirror Iris getting her hand on the mirror gun. I think she wants to destroy the mirror. I think she realizes there's always going to be a chance that the other Iris could get out, and she doesn't want to leave this plane, I'm assuming. And so my guess is her wanting to get the mirror gun is because she wants to go back and try to destroy the mirror so that she's always on the outside and Iris will maybe cease to exist. You have no idea what that mirror gun will have an effect on what's going on there. What did you guys think of this episode? And again, is there any theories in your mind as to what Mirror Iris wants and why she wants that gun? Please leave your comments below. You know, I love reading that and getting involved in that conversation with y'all. And if you like this video, guys, like I said at the beginning, please click like and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more geeky content. Until next time, see ya!